Good evening, traveler. The fire might be small, but it is enough. Some battles are won by blades, others by standing your ground when everything tells you to break. But when the dark closes in, the circle is all that matters. Episode 9. The Circle Holds. The first hint of light had not yet touched the sky when Kaelen heard it. A sound, soft and deliberate. Not wind, not footsteps, but a sound of faint breathing. He was on his feet instantly. "Up!" he hissed. "Now!" The camp snapped awake. Silas rolled to his knees, daggers already in hand. Aaron was standing before the command could even finish leaving Kaelen's mouth. Bow raised, arrow nocked, eyes scanning the tree line. Alira clutched her staff, pulse quickening as she felt the land tightening around them. Something moved just beyond the firelight. Then another, two, maybe three. "Circle!" Kaelen ordered. "Shoulder to shoulder!" They moved without question. Kaelen planted himself at the front, sword drawn, shield raised. Silas slid to his left, blades angled low and ready. Aaron took the rear edge, bow steady, breath slow. Lyra stood in the center, staff glowing softly as she whispered a containment charm. Light swelling just enough to push back the dark. Kaelen glanced at her. "You stay alive," he said evenly. "If you fail, we fail." Alira nodded once, then hold. The shapes emerged. They were wrong. Too tall, too thin, limbs stretched as if pulled by unseen hands. The movements were uneven. One dragging a leg that bent backwards, another twitching with every step as though fighting itself. Their eyes reflected Alira's light, not with curiosity, but with hunger. "3," Aaron whispered. "No, make there 4." The first brushed them. Aaron's arrow flew, striking true, but the creature barely slowed. Kaelen stepped forward, blade flashing, cutting deep across its torso. It didn't bleed. It leaked dark vapor that hissed when it hit the ground. Silas slipped in low, severing tendons, dropping it hard. The second slammed into Kaelen's shield with crushing force, driving him back a step. Pain flared through his arm, but he held. The third circled wide, too wide. "Back right!" Kaelen pivoted just as the fourth lunged. Steel rang, blades flashed. The circle tightened. "Alira, now!" Kaelen barked. She raised her staff and spoke a single word. Warm light pulsed outward, steady and controlled, knitting torn flesh, steadying breath. Not power, but balance. The creature recoiled, as if burned. Silas grinned through bloody teeth. "That's new." They pressed together. Kaelen drove his blade through the chest of the second creature, twisting hard. Silas finished the third with a precise strike to the neck. Aaron's final arrow took the fourth clean through the skull. The last body hit the ground, and then silence followed. Real silence. Kaelen didn't lower his sword for a long moment. Then he exhaled. Alira sagged slightly, and Kaelen was there instantly, steadying her. "You good?" He nodded. She reached into her pack and withdrew a stitched cloth she bought back in Brackenfall, layered linen sewn with grounded thread. Sigils worked subtly into the seams. I know we need this," she said quietly. She didn't explain further. She didn't have to. They didn't linger. Food was eaten fast. Bread, meat, water passed hand to hand. No one sat. No one relaxed. Silas wiped his blades. I'm about ready for this to be done. Erin smirked faintly. Just think, she said. We're close to having a roof of our own. Kaelen allowed himself to breathe. Then let's earn it. They packed up and moved north, toward the cracked stone, toward the anchor that still held, and whatever waited for them there would not face four strangers. It would face a circle. The fire steadies, not brighter, not louder, but unbroken. Some forces scatter when pressed, others endure only when held together. Steel alone would have failed here. Magic alone would have shattered, but the circle held. Rest while you can, traveler. The ground ahead remembers those who stand their ground, and what waits beyond the cracked stone will not test one will. It will test them all. Until next time, keep your place, keep the circle, and keep the fire lit.